Hey everyone, I thought I'd do a different kind of video. Thought I'd do a review on a helicopter I just got, the Alouette 3 by Taog's Hangar. Probably butchered that pronunciation, but so be it. Taog's Hangar, I guess. Just one of the best add-on helicopters or aftermarket helicopters I've seen, honestly. All aspects of it, and I've got, well, every helicopter you can have in DCS, as well as pretty much the majority of them in Microsoft Flight Sim. That I would fly anyway. I don't have replicas, like, I don't have the Chinook in Microsoft Flight Sim, but I do in DCS. Just, you know, sim for what it is, right? DCS is a military sim. I personally feel I can handle military vehicles better. That being said, this is used, the Alouette 3 is used as civilian and military. Predecessor to the Gazelle, which obviously, if you've ever seen a Gazelle, it looks very much like the Gazelle, just a predecessor. The llama that's in Marketplace is basically an Alouette 2 with Alouette 3 components and engine. That's a llama. This is the Alouette. So, inside, I mean, I think this is what grabbed me most as a VR pilot, is it just, I don't know, it feels so spacious. I know that's not exactly something you look for when purchasing a utility helicopter, but, you know, flying helicopters like the Apache, you know, you're crammed in there. You gotta get the people out with, you know, a shoehorn and dynamite after you sit in there. But it's spacious, great for, you know, people like me that want to look around. Lots of glass everywhere. Everything of course works. Open the doors. You can completely jettison the doors if you want. Let's get rid of those. We don't want those anymore anyway. Bye. We've got the well done panel up here. All the breakers work. Love the fact that he took the time to put the serial number sticker on the side there and the plug. Just, you know, feels complete. All of the switches and everything are perfect. And then, let's see, you've got behind. Model is, you know, impeccable. First helicopter I bought from Taog's Hangar, and as I just said, I don't duplicate normally, but I will be getting the Huey. You know, one of my favorite helicopters, pretty much the predominant one I fly in DCS. I'm curious what the flight model's like compared to the DCS version. But, I mean, it's a Huey. You don't really need more of a reason than that. It's a Huey, that's why I want to fly it. So, you've got all the nice dials, everything. I mean, excuse my VR, it's a Quest 2, so it's not as crisp as like Pimax for text and stuff like that. The wonderfully unique pitch computer. Don't ask me how to use that, I have no idea. Maybe somebody can enlighten me on that one. Normal radio. You've got the fuel flow valve down here. And then further down right on this little yellow one here, if I can get my mouse there, you've got the parking brake. And one of the best parts of this helicopter, let's bring up the clipboard. So here's where you can customize it to whatever you want. obviously, you know, stuff like the winch and stuff, I'm not sure if it's functional, I haven't tested it, but it wouldn't be what I would consider functional from, you know, most of the time playing DCS, just for the, you know, immersion and the fact that you can use everything. I do kind of hope though that with 2024 coming out and the career mode of, you know, SAR and HEMS and stuff like that, that you'd be able to use helicopters like this that have a winch, that, you know, you can kind of think how to vocalize my thoughts correctly here, but you get my drift, right? Use this, use the winch, you know, add a bit more depth to the actual helicopters, etc., etc. So, run through these, let's stick Kevin, that is your new name. Yeah, if only I was built like that. Let's take you away, because that's just making me complex. We've got skis. Do we... hang on a second, we need to go outside. There we go. We've got skis for mountain stuff. And snow. We can stick the dipole antenna on. Oh no. Dipole, there's the UHF. The little white thing under the co-pilot's left leg. Let's see here. We can stick the winch on, which is, there we go, we've got the winch there. It better from, there we go, you can just see it off to the side there. Really, I mean, I haven't noticed much of a difference between these two. You know, kind of similar. Sorry, I'm trying to do something going like that actually YouTube. There we go. Let's see, we can add a box on the left and a basket on the right. There's our basket. Box, whichever, backwards. No, basket on the right, there we go. And let's see, poke my head out the door. There's the wonderful basket. Take groceries out. Now we can throw up a medical config, which turns the far left chair around. And then, oh, I now have a crash center in the back of my helicopter. Nice. And anybody that's got the 145 with the adventure pack, you see now where my previous thought was going, right? I already have the stuff. Just get Kevin over here to stick somebody in the back, or give me his friend Bill. I don't know. And then let's see, take the medical config away. And SAR. So we've got search and rescue gear on the folded up bench. We've got the chair backwards. We've got some kit over on the left there in the basket, which needs to be there. Yeah, so you can pretty much cater this no matter what you want to do. Let's see, we can put the side floats, we'll have those up. There we go, got the side floats in there, on the other side as well. And let's see, where's my mouse gone? There we go. We can add some radar equipment. I wish it was functional. That is the only part, but of course, yeah, it's not DPS, I get it. And now we look like Rudolph the black-nosed helicopter. Stick some megaphones on so we can play some TCR really, really loud. Wrath of the Valkyries, or Rise of the Valkyries, sorry. Either way. And we can stick a sling underneath a Bambi bucket. Again, I want the adventure pack for this. Let's see, we've got engine covers, which, I mean, I have my engine on, so I'm not sure if that's advisable. We'll just take that off a second just in case people don't notice that difference. Yeah, come here. Right. Give ourselves a more upgraded engine. Well, for looks anyway. There's the dipole antenna right at the front. Countermeasures, well, you know, we always want countermeasures, although I'm not sure where those are visually represented. Maybe somebody can point those out to me. We'll stick the flare shield on, because, you know, a trapdoor. I'm not sure where the trapdoor was. Where was the trapdoor? I'm not sure. Well, I want one. The mirror. That's a neat little function. I do like that. We're going to keep you. We don't need the thing on the engine bay. Well, we will show you this. There we go. There he is. And of course we can stick a Bambi. Let's go get Bambi. Come on, Bambi. And when I take off, there'll be a Bambi bucket. So we'll keep that on. Now you can change the radio if you wish, which I'm sure you would wish because I have a very older version. Got the 750 in here probably. Now when you can hide, hang on, before I start that, hide the heat blur of the engine. I don't want to because I like the heat blur. Just like the ground effect, when you take off, normally with this you get ground effect no matter where you are. So if that is causing you some frame rate loss, you can get rid of that. It might in VR with me, I can't remember, so we'll test that out. And yeah, that's pretty much for the look and feel of everything. I mean, I can't find one thing about the model to complain about. You know, you've got the weather on the edge here, it's impeccable. Like, they need to hire this guy, or girl, or team, or whatever. The people, person, entity responsible for creating this needs a full-time job. A hefty paycheck. Oh, there's the countermeasures. I'm assuming. Okay. Sure. Works for me. Alright, so let's take this for a spin and we'll see if we can see the Bambi. Get rid of these performance charts here. Bye-bye. Now, I have had an epiphany over the past 48 hours. So, as some people know, or if this is your first video, I have a X56 Logitech HOTAS, which is obviously great for flying fixed wing. But then I kind of got into the helicopter game, and yeah, now I'm hooked. But the rudder or anti-torque pedals are controlled by the stick. Right, I have left, right, up, down, but then I also have twist, which does explain why sometimes I pilot these things like I'm drunk, and side to side a little bit. Yeah, that's why, because it's really, really sensitive, and after a while of, you know, holding your wrist in a weird position and trying to bank left and down, and yeah, fatigue sets in. Nevertheless, I will be acquiring a set of Windwing Orion pedals, because they do have the option for, you know, helicopter flight. So yeah, those seem the best to go, and quite a reasonable price considering. So that will be in the new year, though it will not be beforehand. I have way too much coming out of my bank account for that, and this does not earn me a living yet, if it ever does. So here we go. Well, there we go. There's the ground effect. See what I mean about the. This is very, very, very rudder intensive. You need a lot of right torque. Sorry, you need a lot of right pedal. Like I'm about probably half of my capability of twist. That's a hefty amount of pedal to have to put in to get up. But all things considered, even with my ailment of lack of pedals, this thing is easy to control. You are not going to fly it like a little bird. Whilst maneuverable-ish, it's not an acrobatic helicopter. It is most definitely a light utility. See what I mean? Like, it takes a minute. There we go. It does move, as you can see. You know, I am packing along the speed there, but it is also quite responsive. So you're not gonna need harsh controls, and you do have to be careful because it does kind of, you get the clunk in the mast that you do with the stock 407, the Bell 407 that comes with Flight Sim. If you kind of over-torque that and give it a bit more welly than it wants to, it kind of clunks at you. Same applies to this one. Thankfully it's not like the Cayuse in DCS. If anyone's flown that, you know if you over-torque that, you are crashing. Unless you can seriously reduce your throttle fast, you're going to meet the ground. I haven't messed with my control, so I do apologise for that. What the hell is this guy doing kind of flying? Like that, for instance? I have a bug with the Shrike 530F at the moment that I get in it, I try and fly it, and the engine cuts out. Now I always get in with it a hot start. Every single time the engine cuts out, unless I have like a specific controller set, like something in one of my controller lines is done for. I just don't have the time to mess with it. So we're gonna come back around. Well, we'll come back around here. We'll go down this valley and see where we're at. But you see, it's not. Do not let my piloting skills dissuade you from the helicopter. This is a really, 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 really sensitive flight stick that is not built for helicopter flying. It is definitely jets. The recoil on the spring is excessive, to say the least. I can launch Skittles across the room by, just releasing the stick, put it that way. So it's a small trebuchet that I'm piloting helicopters with. But I've got like 186 buttons, so it's great for that stuff. You just gotta get used to the spring. And yes, I know I could take it out, but I'm one of those people. It was $400. I don't want to start taking it apart, voiding warranties and all that crap. It was hard enough to get $400 spare to spend on a flight stick. Maybe, when I'm super duper wealthy, we'll see. Still waiting for that to happen, of course. So we're in Austria. I figured we'd get some mountains. Did I keep the skis on? Well, let's see. There's the Bambi bucket. We didn't keep the skis, but we do have the bucket. So, I want to be able to, I want to use this. I don't always want to fly the AFCAS magnet. Mr. AFCS, all safety, no fun helicopter. I'm not 100% sure, but I would assume that this helicopter is old enough that any safety gear like AFCS or SAS is non-existent. I would assume that this is you have to pilot and then counting your commands, like you had to do. But I could be wrong, so I'm not saying that for sure. Do not quote me or anything along those lines. Maybe I'll put too much power. Easy, Tiger. So we will come down there and try and land. Before that, I will, give her and see what we can do with this thing. We're already max well over speed. I do have, overstress turned off because it's more fun that way. There's some wonderful sounds. The sounds of this helicopter are, again, impeccable, but I'm gonna guess that's overspeed, or you are really overstressing. Oh, yeah, definitely. Hey, it's the only helicopter on Earth that can go over 250 knots, and can we recover? Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's it, slow down, Buttercup. See? There you go, it was a little choppy, and everybody on board is now vomiting into their socks. But that's no fault of the helicopter, that's the pilot. Okay, let's see here. We are gonna land somewhere whenever I slow down enough to be able to do that. Probably this field right down there. That's the aim. Okay, we're gonna need some rudder to stop us from spinning out of control. Still going fast. Are we gonna cross the river here? Really would prefer not to. Yeah, it looks like we are. Okay. Oh, sorry, pedal. So used to saying rudder. I did fixed wing for a long time, and it's just so boring. I want to land where I want to land, not where I have to land. Oh, we're gonna clip that tree. Bambi buckets just ripped us out of the sky, but thank God it's not real. And not exactly the slowest landing, but we walked away from it. Ish. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this helicopter. I think it is a really, really good add-on. Even, with 2024 coming out, we all know by now that the majority of add-ons and stuff like that are supposed to work with 2024. I'm sure the ones that don't, they'll fix so that they do. So I wouldn't put it down to something that, you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to get it because 2024 is going to be out in, less than a month, because it'll still work. So get used to flying it now and then use it in 2024 even still. Recommendation out of 10. A 10. There really isn't. There's no faults that I can see. The flight model's great, it handles well. Again, pay no attention to that last flight. I need to fix my controls obviously a little bit more. It is touchy. I'm not going to say it's not. It is touchy. It does not handle like the 135s, the 145s, but why would it? It is a very, very far cry from an Airbus. The best way I can put it is it handles like it looks like it would handle. It's very tail heavy, I should say. It's very, it really likes its tail rotor. But, you know, it as long as you take that into account, it's a great helicopter to fly. If you got this far and you like the videos, please like, subscribe, and keep an eye on our channel. I usually upload a video at least once a week. Try to get one up every Friday. Various content from virtual tours to HEMS, firefighting, and some DCS helicopter content as well. See you guys around.